It's a case that shocked the community and the country. A powerful employer, a highly respected lawyer who was a former head of the Lahore Bar Association, accused of an unimaginable crime. Shazia worked as a maid for Chaudhry Naeem, but in January this year, the 12-year-old died. Her family claim she was tortured.
When Shazia started work for Naeem, she was healthy, but then she became very ill quickly. She worked day and night, long hours. When I eventually saw her, she was dead. She had cuts and bruises over her body, and there were signs of torture on her body.
Lawyers for Naeem say he is innocent and that Shazia was suffering from a skin disorder and died while getting treatment in hospital. But her parents say their daughter suffered badly while she worked in a wealthy neighbourhood in the leafy area in eastern Pakistan.
We went to Naeem's house many times within 8 months to see our daughter, but each time he refused. But then it was too late, she was dead.
Shazia's family say they received threats warning them of dire consequences if they pursued the case through the courts. They say they are desperate for better legal representation, a strong lawyer who could fight for their rights.
At first, government ministers promised to help us. They said they would treat Shazia as their own daughter. But now they are silent. We are still waiting.
The death of Shazia has highlighted the problem of child labour in Pakistan. Many wealthy Pakistanis employ children to help with their own children, a relatively common practice in the country. But children's rights groups are calling for the government to get tough on those who employ the services of children. They believe Shazia was vulnerable and badly let down, and that thousands of other children shouldn't be allowed to work in households all over Pakistan. But for Shazia, it's too late. Her aunt is still traumatised by what she calls the inhuman way her niece was treated.
I
was shocked to see her body was covered in marks. I counted 18 cuts. I believe she was raped.
Shazia's parents are still struggling to come to terms with the tragedy. They say they won't rest until they get justice for their daughter.